Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. This is the card I have to share with you today. Really simple. I really like it. Just very simple, spotlighting the single flower in the centre of our card. So let me show you what I did. We're going to do a different colourway this time. I'm going to start off with our stamping, and this is the stamp set Happiness Abounds. I'm going to use just this one flower and also the sentiment here. I'm going to stamp in Memento Tuxedo Black so we can colour in using the Stampin' Blend alcohol markers. So I'm just giving everything a really good ink up. I'm going to just stamp it here. Like that. And then I'm just going to stamp our sentiment. Like that. Lovely. Now I have here the Label Me Fancy punch, and I'm just going to use it to punch out our sentiment quickly and then set it aside for later. Oopsie daisy. So there is our sentiment punched out. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to start to do the colouring. Now last time I used fresh freesia for my colour. Today I'm going to use Balmy Blue, and then I use Daffodil Delight for the centre of the flower. So I'm going to start colouring. So I'm going to start to colour my flower with my dark Balmy Blue Stampin' Blend alcohol marker, and I'm just going to put colour down in little areas of the flower where there's natural fold lines that have been given to me by the designers of the stamp. And I'm just going to go around with my darker colour and fill all of those in, and this will just give it a little bit of shading, a little bit of extra definition to my flower. Now I'm going in with my lighter Balmy Blue, and I'm just going to fill in the rest of the flower, and I'm going to go all the way around. I'm using my brush tip, and I'm just being very gentle not to try and go out of the lines, and I'm just going to finish colouring all the way around the flower with this light Balmy Blue. And I'm begging artistic license here, as I know you don't normally get light blue flowers like this, but this is my flower. And then I'm going to go back with my dark colour, and I'm going to add back in some definition where I feel I've lost it in those fold lines. And then I'm going to add a little bit around the centre of the flower, you're going to see in a minute. So I'm just going round, as you can see, just adding back that definition. And then you'll see here now I'm going around the centre of the flower. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to the centre with some Daffodil Delight in light and dark. And then we're going to die cut our flower. Okay, so I've coloured our little flower in here. This was using Balmy Blue. And then I cut it out with the matching dies, which are these ones here, the Blossoming Happiness dies. And I used this large one here to cut it out. I then cut out a piece of Designer Series paper, and it's the matching Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper. And I just cut out a piece here to this lovely rainbow pattern. And I used the stylish shape dies to do this, and I used the largest die there to cut that out. So a little piece is going to sit there. And then last but not least, I put a piece of basic white cardstock through our cane weave, this 3D embossing folder, and it's given it a lovely texture, and this can then go on the front of our card. So let's start to do that. Let's put it down on the front of our card. I'm going to use Tombow because I find it's much easier with all of this texture. As I said, it's really funny, but you can hear the texture. Okay. I'm putting a goodly amount of glue down because it is really textured, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to put that down white on white. I actually quite like that effect. And then we are going to put down a piece of Designer Series paper. I'll put that in the centre here. Give it a good press. I tend to do it from the reverse. Then I've put dimensionals on the back of our flower to save some time. So I'll get rid of those backings, and then I'm going to put this in the centre here, something like that. Bring in our sentiment that we stamped before, and then figure out where we want to put it. I think there will be fine. I'm not going to pop this up because the flower has popped up. I want to tuck this under the flower. I'm going to just leave it like that. Give it a good press down. Okay. And then I have some finishing touches. I have some of these cute pastel pearls. Now let's see what colour we want to use. I actually think this pink is going to look really nice. So let's use some of these. I have a strip here from a kit I must have done at some point. I have leftovers. So I'm just going to put them in the four corners that almost look like they're holding the panel down. Ugh. So there are our two cards. Same design, different colours. You can tell me what you like, the fresh freesia flower or the balmy blue. Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, then of course let me know. But all the information about the project, the supply list, the measurements, etc. is all on the blog post on my website. And the links to that and all my social media links you'll find in the description box below. If you like this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.